Hello everyone, Pastor Joshua here. I just wanted to share some announcements with you of what's going on here at the Grove Church. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. here at the church, we're going to have a work day. And we hope that you can come out, even if it's just a supervise. We hope that you can come out and help us. We got a lot that needs to be done, and we got a lot that we plan to do. So if you can come out tomorrow at 8 a.m., we really appreciate it. The more workers we have, the more we can get done. And also the more workers we have, the faster we can get finished. So I hope that you can come out tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. On Sunday, we're going to have our drive-in church service. This time, before the service, we're going to have a coffee table. And so we're going to have coffee. And we're going to have a time where we can just fellowship. Whether it's before church or during church, we have coffee. So you can bring your coffee mug, you can bring your coffee cup, or we'll have some coffee cups here, but we'll have basically one server. He'll have gloves and a mat or a mask on, and so there'll be a hand sanitizing station right there next to it. So we will have coffee on Sunday morning before church, and we hope that you can just be aware of that. And then we're going to be concluding our sermon series on the 7 churches in Revelation this Sunday. If anybody knows anything about these 7 churches, it's the church of Laodicea. That's the church that we think about. And so that's the church that we're going to talk about on Sunday morning. And I hope that you can come out as we finish this series. It has been intense and exciting to be able to study and then preach this to you. And I hope that you have not just enjoyed the Bible intake, but also you found something in a way, well, how can I be a better Christian? How can I be a better follower of Christ? And how can I serve the church better? So if you happen to miss any, you can go on. We got all the services on the 7 churches online, on Facebook, and on YouTube, and I hope that you can go and check that out. But as far as drive-in church service, we got it again this Sunday, and our deacons did meet recently. And we've been talking about this for a long time, but we wanted to meet again and address this. And between myself and the deacons, we've also talked to many within the church. And as the deacons and as the pastor, we were in consensus. We were all in agreement that this drive-in church service is working. The weather has been nice. Everyone has been safe so far. No one has gotten the virus from this manner in which we're doing our church service. We're blessed. We're fortunate with the technology that we have to be able to do this. And so we agreed to go ahead and continue to do this until the month of November. Most people that we have talked to within the church is all in agreement that this is working, so let's just continue to do that. However, if you need that in-building, in-person church service, you can come and join us on Wednesday nights at 6:30 in the Family Life Center. We're going to have our Wednesday night uplift service. We've been doing that for about a month now. So it's kind of a hybrid, for quite some time we were doing just a Zoom only. So we were all logging in from our homes and joining in and having our Wednesday night uplift service in that way. And so we wanted to encourage those that if you don't feel comfortable coming in the building yet, you can stay on the Zoom. So we got a big screen there so we can all see who's logged in via Zoom, and they can join us as well, while we also have those that are here at the church. So if you need that in-building, in-person church service, I hope that you'll come and join us on Wednesday nights, okay? One thing too, and I really haven't pushed this that much here lately, but this is the month of September. This is the last month in our fiscal church year, and we have evaluated our money, and we feel very fortunate to be where we are. Of course, like most churches, if not all churches and organizations, it's been a tough year financially, but we looked in this, and we're going to have a meeting, a budget meeting, and then a business meeting at the end of this month. The business meeting will be the last Sunday of this month, and so we're going to kind of talk about that. So we looked at cutting some things for next year, but I mentioned that we consider ourselves fortunate. No cuts to the co-op program, no cuts to the association giving or convention giving or to any missions giving that we do. So we are very blessed in that manner. However, with it being the end of the fiscal year, with it being a tough year that it is, if you happen to be able, if you are in a position to give, and again, I want to make sure, I don't want to force anybody or pressure anybody, especially those that times are definitely tough where giving is tough. I don't want to apply that pressure, so please don't think that that's what I'm doing. I'm just talking to those that are in a position to give. If you can give and help us finish and close out this year strong, we would greatly appreciate it. We are appreciative of your faithfulness throughout this year to help us be in the position that we are in. But just wanted to remind everybody on that. You can drop your tithe or offering check at the church. We don't pass the plates around there. We have one usher there. So as you're exiting, you can just kind of drop your tithe money in the plate there on your way out. You can give the P.O. box, the church's P.O. box, or you can go online to the church's website and you can give online there. So I hope that you can do that. But one thing that I wanted to encourage everybody on is this. We know it's been a tough year. We're at a place right now where we're weary. We're feeling that weariness. You see, when March and April came about, it was, we can do this. Let's be strong. We can do this. All right, let's do it. Then June and July came, and then, the adrenaline started to kick in. And now that we're in the months of August and September, still going on, and a lot of us, we didn't necessarily think that it would still be going on at this time. So now we're getting weary. And I just wanted to encourage you with just a few things, okay? First, I just want to read a scripture in Isaiah chapter 40, verses 28 through 31, on speaking of weariness. It says, "Do you not know, have you not heard, the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, does not become weary or tired. His understanding is inscrutable. He gives strength to the weary, and to him who lacks might he increases power. Though youths grow weary and tired, and vigorous young men stumble badly, yet those who wait for the Lord will gain new strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. They will run and not get tired. They will walk and not become weary." So I wanted to encourage, yes, we're weary, and when we get weary, we tend to push things off to the side. We change what we prioritize. And I want to encourage you that as you are weary, to not let that hinder your relationship with God, to not let you just put God off to the side, but to make sure God is still priority in your life. God is still number one in your life, because he is the one that gives us the strength, that gives us rest, as Matthew 11, Jesus talks about there. So I hope that through all of this, that you really put forth the effort to keep God at number one, because when you're weary, the enemy likes to put in all these different things, all these different distractions, I just encourage you, don't let him do that. Turn to the Lord, trust in the Lord in this time. But also, don't just look to the Lord. Don't put God off to the side. Look to the Lord. Don't put your church family off to the side either. Don't put the people of God off to the side. As we grow weary, some of the things that we give up, it might be, staying connected with your church. And I understand, and completely am on your side on this, that if you just absolutely do not feel comfortable meeting in person with your church because of what's going on, I completely understand that, but I want to encourage you to stay connected. You might need to put a little more effort into the staying connected and being engaged part if we're not seeing you at church. So I want to encourage you to do that, because it says in Proverbs chapter 11, verse 25, "He who refreshes others will himself be refreshed." And when we can be at church together and stay connected together at church, we can help refresh each other. So I want to encourage you to stay connected. Don't develop a habit in all of this, because at some point we're going to go back inside. We're going to go back. Things might not ever look as normal as they did, but we're going to go back inside the church building, and it's going to look different than what it has been in this year. And I don't want us to start that off, because we've gotten out of habit with meeting and assembling with our church and not being connected and engaged with our church. And that's going to put forth a lot of work when that happens, to try and get back into habit. So I want to encourage you to keep God number one, and don't let the distractions, don't let the weariness and the distractions keep you from being engaged with the people of God. We need to meet. Do not forsake the assembly of the brethren. I just want to encourage you. Weariness, it gets us. It gets us. And for a lot of us, it's gotten us. And now more than ever, we need to be able to trust in God in all times. And we need the church. We need the people of God. So I hope and I pray that, as you see, we've got the opportunities lined up, whether it's working together or fellowship together, coming forward. I hope that we really, really trust in the Lord and stay connected with our church. Again, Berkeley and I, we're here for you. We're always here for you. If you ever need us, just call us, text us, email us, however, we're here for you. And don't let anything or anyone distract you from that idea that the pastor's not here. We are here for you, and we want to help you in whatever way that we can. So I hope that hopefully you just find some encouragement in these things. And we look forward to seeing you soon. God bless.